Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new here and you've been here for a while, please make sure that notification bell switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have an exciting one. A video that I wasn't planning to film because I didn't think I was getting this palette, but the temptation was too real. I waited far too long to buy this. I really wanted to buy it as soon as it launched. However, my patrons, especially Lucy, or Lou Stevenson here on YouTube, she really didn't want me to buy this palette because she knows that I've already got tons of these types of palettes and I don't need it. So just for her and for my bank account, I just refused to buy it for weeks and weeks. I was like, no, Alex, you don't need it. Do not buy it. Payday happened and I just so happened to order it. A couple of you actually asked me if I was going to buy this and review it. So you are welcome. It's all for YouTube. Literally every single makeup purchase I make, I'm like, I have a YouTube channel, I'm a YouTuber, I have to buy this makeup, you know, like as if that's a very valid reason. But anyway, let's stop rambling and actually get into it. So today I am going to be reviewing the new MORPHE 35XO palette. Now when I tell you that I'm so excited to have this in my hands right now, I really am. Like, I cannot wait to try this. Like, a couple of my patrons have actually bought it and they said it's amazing, so I'm very excited. So let's actually get into it. So this is actually their holiday collection palette, and I believe is it Ashley, who won the Instant Influencer, is like the face of the campaign, which is amazing. And oh, I've got it upside down. This is what the palette looks like. It's super reflective, so I'm gonna keep going in and out of light. But this is what the packaging looks like. It's super, super pretty. Again, they have the name on the actual like front of the palette, which I love. They did this with the 35C palette. And I said, I really hope they start doing it with their packaging. And I mean, they have with their next launch. So I'm very happy about that. It's also in cardboard packaging, which I absolutely love. It's super different and colourful and Christmassy for Morphe. So I'm very excited. And are you ready to see the inside of this? Not only is it one of the most beautiful palettes you've ever seen in your whole entire life, but that is right, the names are finally on the actual palette. How long have we been waiting Morphe to do this for? Like seriously, I think it's been about 2 years. I have wanted them to put their names on the palettes for so long. I cannot tell you how much joy this palette brings me. It's just beautiful. The packaging, literally everything is amazing. This is what the palette looks like up close. And you know, some people are probably like, Alex, it's literally like just a nude palette. Like there's nothing to get excited about. But these are my favourite nudes. Like, this is my perfect nude palette. I'm so in love with the colour story. This does actually retail for £24, but Morphe do a lot of 20% and 10% discount codes, so you're always guaranteed to get some money off of the full price of the palette. This is called the Natural Flirt palette, and I absolutely love it. So this is actually quite similar to the Huda Nude palette, which I have actually got. And I feel like it's on kind of like the same wavelength as this. I feel like if I pair them next to each other, they have got really similar shades in them. So if you were looking to get this but don't want to get it because it's too expensive, then maybe this Morphe palette is a good option if you want to get some like dupe shades. I'm going to stop talking now because this intro is probably about 5 minutes long, so I need to stop talking. We're now going to get into the swatches of the palette, and then we'll move on to actually testing it, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So let's get started. And these are the first 2 rows swatched, and obviously these are the much paler nudes in the palette, and they're all so pretty. All the shimmers feel super creamy and soft to touch, and they're really nice, reflective, pretty shades. There's different undertones. You have like a champagne, gold, pink, and then you just have different variations of nude, and I absolutely love the colour story. And these are the next 2 rows, so we're getting into our darker nudes, and I just am so in love with this palette. There's also like a rose gold glitter in here, which is a nice touch. You guys know that I don't really use glitter in palettes because, I don't know, it's just a bit more effort, isn't it, really? It is literally so stunning, and I'm in love with it before I've even tried it. And this is the last row swatch with the darker nudes. Oh, I say nudes, it's more purples to be honest, but the shades are so pigmented. Like, I'm so impressed with Morphe's formula. They've done such a good job with this palette, and I just love the pigmentation. Okay, so I'm very excited to put these shades on my eyes right now. So I think I'm gonna do maybe a just like half cut crease like I always do, like no changes there. And I'm firstly going to take a dark shade. What should we take? Let's take this one down here, which is called Love Story. And I'm going to start by putting that in my outer corner. That shade is so beautiful, was really easy to use, and it was really nice and pigmented. So next I'm going to take the shade Talk Feelings, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blending out this purple, and I'm also going to bring it across to the front of my lid as well. Then I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Message Red, and I'm going to just take that on a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend out this shade. So now I've got all these shades down. They all honestly blended in so well with each other because there's so many options to blend out the other shades. It just works really well, and I'm so in love with this so far. I mean, I know I was going to love it anyway. But I'm really happy with the shades. Some of them did have a little bit of fallout, so if you're going to use this palette, I just suggest doing your eye makeup first before your base makeup. So I'm going to do a half cut crease, and I'm actually going to use my P. Louise and Mama Mitchell blank canvas paint. I haven't used this in so long because I've been using my Revolution one, but I'm excited to get this out again because, yeah, I just haven't used it in so long and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go do this off of camera and then I'll be right back. Right, so I'm back, and these are my half cut creases. We can now put one of these beautiful shimmers all on my lid.
I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying it looks different when you close your eyes to it opening. I know what I mean. Very nice, darling, that's what I mean.
Thanks. So now it's time for a lid shade, and I think I'm gonna go in with this pink. Oh no, that is a matte. I mean this shade, which is called Your Move, and I'm so excited. Let's see if I have to wet this or if I can just apply it straight, like directly to the lid. Okay, to blend this outer edge into my outer corner, I think I'm going to take this beautiful shimmer here, which is called Over the Moon. Now this one felt super soft and creamy, and I'm so excited to put that on my lid. Reminds me of the foil formula from the like Revolution palettes. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Love Story, which was the first matte that we went in with, and I'm just going to use this to blend in with the shimmer shades. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take this beautiful purple, which is called Meet the Rents. No idea why it's called that. What an odd name. Obviously it must be referenced to something, but I've got no idea. And I'm going to put this all the way across. Okay, so that shade is beautifully pigmented. I'm now going to put a shade in my inner corner and brow bone, and I think I'm going to take this gold here, which is called Across the Room. Taking this little brush. This brush here by Morphe, I know I said it in my Princess and the Frog review, this is the most perfect brush for inner corner and brow bone, because if you're like me and don't have a lot of like lid space, you don't want to put too much brow bone highlight because it will just look, I don't know, it just won't look right because it's too far down. Whereas this brush perfectly applies it exactly where you want it, and it won't go any further down than where you apply it. So I definitely recommend this brush. I 100% got this on sale. I think it was like £2.40, so I definitely recommend picking this up. Right, so this is my finished eye look. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm going to do my lashes, mascara and lips, and then I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Right, so I'm back. This is my completed look. I really hope you like the look that I created today. For my lashes, I used my Pound lashes in the style Dream. These are honestly one of my favourite pairs by Pound lashes. They're so affordable and I love them, so you need to go and check them out. And then for my mascara, I have the Essence Lash Princess mascara. The reason I was inspired to pick this up again is because Essence are releasing a Disney and Princess and Villain makeup collab with Disney, and I'm so excited. They're actually doing the princesses versions of this mascara. So the princesses they're collaborating with are Ariel, Snow White and Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. So I'm very excited for that release. I'm definitely going to pick up like all of it. I cannot wait. And my lips is a Morphe combo. I've actually got quite a lot of Morphe makeup on this morning. It's 8:20 in the evening. It is not morning. How odd. Why did I say that? I've actually got quite a lot of Morphe makeup on today. I used my Morphe 8F face palette for the majority, like my highlighter, blush and contour and bronzer. But anyway, my lip combo is all from Morphe. The lip liner I've got on is in the shade Crush. I need to go on their website and get some beautiful nude shades. This is quite a like greyish toned purple. For my lipstick, I have the Mega Matte Bare All lipstick, which looks like this. And then my gloss is also by Morphe. This is the Flower Crown gloss, and it's just the perfect nude gloss. So now it's time to sit down and review the new Morphe 35XO Natural Flirt palette. So firstly, I absolutely love the packaging. It's super different and pretty, especially for Christmas time. It's a beautiful gold shade and I just love all the little details on the front. Secondly, I mean, the palette isn't necessarily Christmas themed. Like, I wouldn't look at this palette and think, oh yeah, I can create a really nice Christmas look with it. However, I love the colour story. I have not stopped talking about it this whole entire video, but I am in love with the colour story. This is my perfect nude palette. Like, if I ever just want to create a nice nude look, not just for any particular occasion, but I just want to create a nice nude look, this is the type of colour story that I would go for. It's just got the beautiful pink. I'm such a pinky nude person. These are my absolute favourite shades to use, and I can honestly see myself reaching for this on such a regular basis. I feel like this is going to become one of my new favourite Morphe palettes because I just honestly love the colour story so much. Also love the fact that Morphe have finally put the names on the palettes. Don't know why it took so long for them to do that, but I'm finally happy, and to be on a palette like this, I'm just extra happy. The formula of this palette is incredible. The shades are really pigmented, really easy to blend in with each other. As I said earlier, because it is just like a pinky nude palette, there's so many options to choose from when blending out your like darker shades. As I said earlier, I just love the gradient of this palette. I love how you've got really super pale nudes to really deep purpley and brown shades, and I'm just completely in love with this palette. If I've not said that already a million times, but I'm super impressed. The shimmers in here as well are so beautiful. I was worried about this Your Move shade being a little bit dry on the lids, but I didn't even wet it and it looks super pretty and reflective, so I am super impressed. And obviously that shade for the inner corner and brow bone across the room, amazing, beautiful, blinding shade, and I'm so impressed. I feel like if you love your pinky nude palettes, you are going to absolutely fall in love with this palette as much as I have. I know this is nothing new, this is not revolutionary, you know, tons of brands have done palettes like this beforehand, but I just think if, say, you'd had your eye on like the Huda Beauty nude palette, this one, I feel like you should just go ahead and pick up the Morphe palette because this is so expensive. This is like £56 I think it is, and you can get the exact same shades in the Morphe palette. Granted, the shimmers are probably going to be a bit different, but if you want to find shades to create that pinky purpley nude look, then I highly recommend this. As I said, I'm going to highly recommend it to you guys. The quality is unreal. Like, Morphe have killed their palettes recently. Like, I love the formula of Morphe palettes. They are just so good. I feel like ever since the James Charles palette come out, they've just upped their quality game like so much, and I'm here for it. And this is probably going to become one of, if not my favourite Morphe palette, so I'm pretty happy and impressed with it, I must say. Please let me know down below your thoughts and opinions. Like, are you bored of seeing another nude palette? Do you like it? Have you bought it? Are you thinking about buying it? Please let me know in the comments down below. So that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below. I have just said that, but let me know down below your thoughts and opinions, because I'd love to know. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.